It's Week 13 of the NFL, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Texans and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense. It seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call want to.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. It's brought in by Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 51 yards.
Well, he's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Meanwhile, Winston throw complete there to Thomas.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. You think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Cunningham looking to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Cunningham. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Winston to give. It's Kamara. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd. On 3rd down, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal from the 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got it.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tershawn Wharton coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Cunningham to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw is Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Off-play action, it's Cunningham. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Cunningham. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cunningham. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cunningham to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Risk taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Coming left is Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Winston now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
And the Texans scoop it. And some room to maneuver. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
Hunt.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Kareem Hunt.
Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 10th carry for Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really pulling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement, so now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there would be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates, and the Texans will extend their lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point from McManus is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jameis Winston and the Saints ready to go back again on offense.
Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. Next, we'll stay in the AFC South as we fly through Kentucky and on down to Nashville to check on the Tennessee Titans. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Derrick Henry, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown reception. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Now Cunningham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Texans.
From the 29, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Jameis to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
7 yards to pick up there. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
Winston on 3rd and 2. This is caught.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Kamara.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints are back within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal. That time a 6-play drive, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now Cunningham. Flushed out right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
We got this. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. But holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at the 20.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing, Winston. And Thomas has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
To throw is Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Cunningham to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. It's caught, Tolbert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 21 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Cunningham looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Oh, good move. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cunningham. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, it's Cunningham.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run again with Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The quick slant caught.
And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Andy Janovich, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Saints 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
A first down throw for Winston. Throwing right, and that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
But we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll throw again. Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Winston now. And Walker with it over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw, Winston. Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Saints early ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Cunningham. Flush to his right. Room to run past midfield. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Texans, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.